One sunny morning, Peppa Pig and her family drive to the beach for a picnic. Peppa and George build a big sandcastle while Mummy Pig prepares sandwiches. Daddy Pig sets up an umbrella but struggles with the wind, making everyone laugh. Peppa runs toward the waves, splashing with George by her side. She notices something shiny under the water near the rocks. Curious, Peppa puts on her goggles and dips her head beneath the surface. She gasps, "There is a glowing doorway hidden between the seaweed." Peppa dives deeper, holding her breath, and swims toward the light. The doorway shimmers, pulling her gently inside. Peppa suddenly finds herself in a bubble of air under the sea. Around her stretches a magnificent city made of coral and shells. Buildings sparkle with pearl windows, and glowing jellyfish float like lanterns. A friendly seahorse greets her, bowing politely. "Welcome, Peppa, to the Undersea City," the seahorse says. Peppa is amazed she can breathe and talk underwater. Fish swim past, waving their fins as if they were townsfolk. George suddenly appears beside her, having followed through the doorway. He giggles, pointing at a crab playing drums on seashells. The seahorse explains that the city is hidden from the world above. Peppa and George ride in a bubble carriage pulled by dolphins. They pass the coral market, where octopuses sell shiny pearls and seaweed snacks. Peppa tastes a seaweed ice cream, salty but delicious. George gets a bubble balloon shaped like a starfish. They reach the shell palace, glowing with golden clams. The queen of the sea greets them, wearing a crown of glowing coral. She explains that the city survives because of the great pearl of light. The pearl keeps the city safe and bright, but it has begun to dim. Peppa volunteers to help, saying, "I love adventures." George nods bravely, clutching his bubble balloon. The queen gives them a map leading to the Cave of Whispers. The siblings ride on turtles across glowing coral pathways. They meet a wise old octopus who warns them of tricky riddles inside the cave. At the cave's entrance, glowing fish form an archway of light. Inside, the walls whisper strange words, echoing softly. A riddle appears on a pearl tablet, asking, "What shines brighter when shared?" Peppa thinks hard, then answers, "Happiness." The cave glows, opening a hidden tunnel deeper inside. They face a second riddle. What is always moving but never walks? George giggles and says, "Water." The tunnel lights up, leading them to the great pearl resting on a pedestal. The pearl is dull, its glow fading away. Peppa and George hold hands and laugh together, filling the cave with joy. The pearl begins to shine again, brighter than ever. The sea creatures cheer as the light spreads through the city. The queen thanks Peppa and George, declaring them heroes of the sea. They're given crowns made of seashells and coral. A grand undersea parade begins, with dolphins leaping and mermaids singing. Peppa twirls in delight as colorful fish swim in beautiful patterns. At last, the seahorse guides Peppa and George back to the glowing doorway. They return to the beach, wet and sandy, just as Mummy Pig calls, "Picnic time," but in their hands, they still hold tiny seashell crowns, proof of their amazing adventure.